AFR On Demand is brought to you by Breck Golf. Try Beaver Creek today, just 20 minutes from downtown Baton Rouge in the Zachary area. They've got a PGA Tour driving range, a short game practice area, 30 to 40-yard practice shots. It's a great place to chip and putt and practice if you don't have time for a full round. Book your tee time today, golf.breck.org, golf.breck.org.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by John Juan Cigar Bar. Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Taylor Sharp. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bro. Yeah. A little early today. Why you early?
Early bird gets the worm.
Is that why
That's
you want a
what
worm?
it is. I want a worm.
Big perm?
Big perm.
Big worm, big perm. That's Friday reference. Well, next Friday, actually. And Friday after next. Why are you here early? Why don't you?
We got a stadium tour about to take place over at LSU. Okay. So shout out to the folks at LSU. We did a fundraiser for
St. Lillian Academy. Yep. So Drew's school, Ryan donated a package for the auction over at St. Lillian. It's game tickets and a stadium.
You did too. You and I together. We did it together.
I emceed the auction. And then because there were two people bidding, I said, you know what, we're going to do two without asking you. I was like, we're going to do two.
Oh, yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, I did that. I was like, you know what, we'll figure it out. That's for a good cause. Anyway, shout out to the Neals. They, our friends, the Neals, won one of the packages. So you're going to go do the stadium tour with them today.
Do same tour.
And then we're going to go watch the game.
Yep.
But you're going to a shop, but I'll go after the game. I'll meet you. I'll go watch the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looking forward to that.
So, we're going to do that. And I am too. If you haven't been in the little Hall of Fame thing with all the memorabilia and stuff at Alec Box, it actually is pretty neat to go walk around that. So, a little batting practice and, it'll be fun.
A little BP.
A little BP.
Is it really going to be that fun? I mean,
yeah.
They're not very good.
That doesn't matter. I mean, this is the experience. And,
Got it.
Yeah, it's, so.
How's your day?
Really good day. It's good. I mean, Fridays are always pretty good. Today was huge. I mean, we had a monster rip sesh at the office.
A rip sesh?
Yeah, big rip sesh.
Curls, biceps?
No.
Triceps? Shoulders?
Bowman. We ripped some Bowman.
Leg press?
Nope.
Bowman.
Baseball cards.
Oh.
Big rip sesh.
That's what we're calling rip sesh?
Jonna and I, and then Richard and Wes.
Okay.
Big rip sesh. So it was good. Some good pulls. Daniel Dickinson on-card auto was pulled. Pretty neat card.
So that means he signed the...
Yeah.
It's not like an engraved. It's his actual signature.
On-card, Daniel Dickinson.
Okay.
Yeah. Little Dicky, I know.
No way, Danny.
I know. So that was good. And then a monster, Sadahara O.
Yeah, how about it?
Was pulled. And you don't know who that is, though.
Nakamoto Sonoshi.
Yep. You know who Sadahara O is?
Sadahara.
I don't know.
So a little history lesson for the sports guys in the room.
Yeah.
He's the home run king
Awesome.
of all time.
Great.
800 and something homers.
So he hit a bunch of homers in Japan against a bunch of people that aren't big leaguers.
In
Got
Japan.
It. Awesome. Congratulations.
Sadahara O
Yeah, awesome.
is that's him. He's the guy. So anyway, that was a big pull, like huge card, anime. And
Who's he play for now?
He played for the whatever you want to call them, Giants over there.
Like in Tokyo.
Yeah, whatever they're yeah. He's passed. He's left this earth.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like Babe Ruth guy, like age.
Oh. I thought you meant like he was current.
No, he's with his maker. But so that was a big one that was pulled.
Sorry to hear that.
So in these boxes, in these boxes you get 3. This is good. You'll like this.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Mr. O.
Satoshi Nakamura.
O-H-O is his last name. In these boxes, you get 3 guaranteed autographs, okay? So Tilly opened up a box yesterday. He only got 2 autographs. He's pissed. The boxes are expensive.
I'd be pissed, yeah.
So he's like calling the people. You know Tilly.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Where's my autograph?
This is expensive. So he said, well, you got to file a claim with Topps or Fanatics. You mail the box back with the pack, and hopefully they send you your 3rd autograph. Like, it happens. Like, it's one of those things. So today he opened up another box. Bro, happens again.
2?
Happens again. But it really didn't happen, ever. He just had the autos sticking to the card. He threw them in the trash.
Idiot.
So we went go through his cards, and we found the 2 autograph cards in his trash.
Were they good ones?
One of them was out of it was 70 out of 75. It was like a $300 card. It was in the trash.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Come on, Tilly.
Shout out to So Wes did
First time ever opening cards.
So
Wes, they stick together.
Wes told me, he said, Richard, you're no longer allowed to open up cards unsupervised.
Ever. Yeah.
So you'll just have to have somebody with you when we rip.
Got it.
So
well, I'm glad you got this Satoshi Nakamura card. That's
Sadahara O.
That a babe. I'm happy for you.
O-H.
Is that the best? How? What else was going on with you today or this week? What else is up?
Well, we had a huge week. My youngest child walked the stage.
Aw, Georgie.
Yep, Georgia Grace walked the stage. So we had that. So that's kind of what my letter's about. And I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit.
And she did her LSU track photos. I saw
she finally did that. Like that was like 2 months ago, a month ago. But she finally posted it.
Oh, she just posted. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what she was waiting for. But I'm off social media, so I don't know. I'm taking a break.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I'm just taking a little break. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So this is for high school graduation. I'm not talking about kindergarten graduation or elementary school graduation or middle school graduation or college graduation. I'm talking about high school graduation. Okay. I, Ryan, graduated from Broadmoor High School in 1998, the year 1998 AD.
Yep.
Okay.
Heard of it.
Ryan, myself, I was one of roughly 300 young Buccaneers that walked that day over at Bethany Church out in Baker.
Not a babe.
Lots changed since then, though.
No doubt.
To graduate from high school meant you were grown back in my day. We didn't have college advisors or like college of choice announcements, amounts of scholarship dollars received, or degrees being pursued when I walked over there at
That's
Bethany.
just because you didn't have any at Broadmoor.
We didn't have any of that. Matter of fact, we had multiple people that didn't even show up to our graduation out at Bethany. That is a true story.
Just mail it to me.
Their names were called and nobody walked up. And I'm going to go out. That is true. I'm not making that up. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the majority of folks that went to college from Broadmoor in the year 1998 AD, majority of folks were going to play sports. Okay? We celebrated 17s on our ACTs at Broadmoor because that meant you were eligible.
Just hit that number, babe.
A 2.5 and a 17 was the golden standard.
That's it.
Back in 1998.
Still is.
Like I said earlier, this past week I attended my youngest graduation from Parkview Baptist. She's my second child to graduate from Parkview, wonderful school. And I've had one graduate from the Dunham School, Houston, also amazing school.
Yep.
Let me tell you guys a little bit about the Dunham and the Parkview graduations, if you've got a few minutes.
Yeah. Was the diploma encrusted in gold?
The first thing that stood out was the 100% college acceptance rate at all 3 graduations. Meaning, every one of the graduates from those schools were accepted into a college.
Yeah. College preparatory schools, right? I mean, that's the point.
Second thing was there were more honor grads at Parkviews than there were regular grads here recently.
Okay.
At this most recent one.
Got it. It's good.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And if everything holds serve from what I heard at the graduation, because they talk about each one of the kids, and it takes 100 hours, we're going to have multiple aerospace engineers, molecular scientists, quantum computer engineers, and AI coding nanotechnology experts walking around Baton Rouge here pretty soon.
Ready for it.
So I am ready, bud. This place is about to come up. 30 and up on the ACT scores at all three of these graduations were norm, perfect GPAs, people involved in every club imaginable. It was really a sight to behold. Things have really changed. But here's my problem with that.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the kids have gotten smarter or school has just gotten easier. Actually, I do know the answer to that. School's gotten easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, school's easier. These kids are spoon-fed everything. If you got in trouble at Broadmoor, you got paddled.
Yeah.
Like a real wooden paddle was used. I forgot my thigh pad for football practice my freshman year, and I got 3 licks. So we called them licks.
Licks.
You had the choice. If you got in trouble, you could either take your licks or you do in-school suspension. Of course, everybody took their licks.
Giving them 3 licks.
Another thing that's interesting, we were just talking about this, is all the rich kids when I was at Broadmoor went to glamour shots at Cortana Mall for their senior pics. Well, the girls did at least. If a boy got caught taking senior pictures or a picture got floated around of a male for senior pictures, he got beat up. Period. End of discussion.
I did senior pics. We didn't go to glamour shots.
Yeah, well, at Broadmoor, that's what they did. Glamour shots.
Michaels? Was that the photographer? Michaels? Does that sound familiar?
It does.
Is that it? I think that. Michaels, is that
Yeah,
it?
you guys were rich.
It's my uncle.
Is that it?
The photographer?
Michaels?
That's my uncle Michael. Yeah.
Been around a long time?
Long time, man. I mean, he's obviously retired now, but yeah, that's my
Obviously.
Takes a heck of a pic.
uncle. My dad's brother.
He can snap.
He was good at it.
He can snap it. I spent $2,000 on senior pictures for my kids.
I think that.
I'm
I don't
stupid.
think we spent $2,000.
I did. I just did for Georgia. $2,000.
Why?
The funny thing about senior pics, it's really just to send out graduation announcements to folks. That's it.
And you never send announcements.
And we never send announcements.
You never do it.
Yeah.
I just told you. Eric and I sent cards with money
That's right.
to both Houston and Macy.
Never sent anything
with no
out.
announcement. Just because I know they were graduating, so we sent them like a card.
Yeah, and some money. And
money, because that's the point.
That is. And we
have Georgia's that we're bringing to the baseball game tonight. That's why I asked you if Georgia was going to the baseball game. Because I know you're not sending announcements, and now you're telling me you're actually sending an announcement?
Yeah. We're doing
After
it this
she's already graduated.
We're going to do it this year. We got them on our now listen. They're on our counter.
What is wrong with you?
Whether we send them out or not, I don't know. But I know we have them.
Oh, man.
But the most
so
ridiculous, look, almost done. The most ridiculous graduation advancement, and we've talked about this before here, is senior trips. And I was thinking back on my senior trip at Broadmoor and what we did. And we went to Blue Bayou for a few hours. Me and my boy Trey Duncan.
Big Dunk.
Big Dunk went over there to Blue Bayou.
Bro, you want to talk about a guy that can debone a chicken wing?
With his hands tied behind his back.
Mean, Big Dunk. That is him.
Yeah. My boy gets
cartilage,
in marrow.
Nothing is left.
Nothing.
It is impressive.
Me and Big Dunk went to Blue Bayou. Then we went to Sharp Road Park, played some basketball in the 8-foot goals, dunked on some kids, and went to then went to Michael Posey's house. We went swimming. My daughter's going to Italy next week.
What small is that?
I'm the idiot.
You're the idiot.
I'm the idiot.
You're still the idiot.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Anyway, sincerely, Ryan.
It's after further review. We'll do Kick Rocks next. Stay here.
AFR.
We're brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time, where you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. It's not too late, y'all. Call River City's 1 Hour Air. Get that preseason AC tune-up. I'm going to tell you this again. I tell you this often. I have for years. When they come out to the house, they're going to ask you about their maintenance club, the membership club. Join it. Eric and I have been members of the maintenance club forever. It's worth it. The annual membership fee that you pay gives you complimentary maintenance. It basically pays for the seasonal standard maintenance. So they call you for your AC tune-up and your heater safety repair and all, or your heater safety check. So you don't have to even worry about it. They're going to call you to set it up. You also get front-of-the-line service and membership pricing if you ever need a repair. It's River City's 1 Hour Air. Look for the big yellow vans and trucks with the giant clock on the side. 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
All right, Theriot's just here for this hour, then he's heading over to the box. Join you after the show. So I want to get to some baseball talk here in our next segment. Do you like the way that Jay's handling this weekend? Effectively, they're holding Schmidt for Tuesday to pitch in the tournament because he realizes this weekend it doesn't matter. You have to win the SC tournament, so they're basically trying to set up for the tournament. Oh,
it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't sure. Once he kind of came up with those comments, I guess it was last week about their chances and all of that stuff. You wondered how they would look at it and how they would try to make it happen. The real question is if they get to the end, does Schmidt throw twice?
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? So anyway, we'll see how he handles it. Yeah. It makes sense.
You also talked a little bit about earlier this week. We did a video that we posted at the Paris. So follow Paris Construction Roofing, by the way, on social media. There's roofing content, but a lot of times we do sports content and stuff, and we'll do these shorts. So Terry will talk baseball or whatever. And we talked a little bit about Milam. Maybe if you would elaborate or reiterate what we talked about, because I asked you if Milam should come back for his senior year or if he should sign.
Mm-hmm.
And, it'll be interesting because he may very well have a decision to make depending on what LSU might be willing to spend to keep him for a senior year.
I mean, look, like a month ago, I would have said there's a really, really, really good chance he comes back. But just like the last few years since he's been here, he's had an amazing last month and just continues to get super hot. I could see him. I was in the third, fourth, maybe fifth round a month ago. Now I could see him, second-ish, third round. And that money is obviously a lot different. But really, ultimately, my message to him was real simple. Like you don't get rich until your second contract in the big leagues anyway. So if the money is comparable, the question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to play in A-ball your first year or AA your first year? And I would argue that SEC baseball is probably pretty similar to AA baseball right now. And, spending a year in A-ball, let's say he did sign, that's good because it kind of gets you in somebody's system. But, man, if the money's similar, I really got to think that he does have a decision to make. Now, if it's a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 difference, then he doesn't have a decision to make.
Mm.
But if it's $100,000 here or there, then yeah, I think you really got to look long and hard. Just because you're skipping A-ball and the senior sign who does well is going to go straight to AA.
For whatever it's worth, a mutual friend of ours who's a big league scout who's very good at what he does and done it for a long time told me today that he projects today Milam as a sixth rounder. So for what it's worth, in the draft slot pools, like if Milam were the first pick of round 6, that's the Rockies at 165 overall, and that slot value is $417K. So the question is, could LSU cobble together $400,000, $500,000 for Milam for a senior year? I think the answer is yes.
1,000,000%.
And so if that's where Milam is potentially slipping to, that could be pretty exciting to know that you might have that cornerstone back next year. Now, if he does what you think and goes round 2 or 3, then we're not having a conversation because now you're talking about round 2. The top of round 2, the slot value is 2.6. The bottom of round 2 at the Brewers is 1.3. That's not a conversation. He's gone if it's there.
Right. Yeah. And
round 6, we got a conversation to have.
But also, like, nowadays the teams are calling you before and asking you if you're going to sign or not. So that gives the player a little leverage to be able to look at what's in front of him. And because a 6-rounder could be in the big leagues just as fast as a 2nd-rounder if he's got nobody blocking him and the team puts people up fast. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts, man.
We're going to continue to follow that. I mean, it's sad that I'd say sad. It's unfortunate the conversation here in middle of May is not about LSU in the postseason. We're already looking at the draft decisions, but it's just the reality of the situation. We'll do Kick Rocks in just a second. I want to remind you, Supper Club, so as Theriot said, the graduation is going on today and tomorrow. Supper Club opens at 5, But today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, they're open at 3 o'clock for graduation. So if you want a late lunch or an early dinner, you can get into Supper Club between 3 and 5. So they're open right now. 5 on, they are booked solid. I talked to Chef Layton yesterday. He's like, don't even bother. Like unless you just want to go sit at the bar. Mm-hmm. You could take a shot, maybe get some bar stools. But if you have a group coming, like they do not have any available seating from 5 p.m. until close today and tomorrow. And that's Supper Club. But again, they're opening at 3. So there is seating available between 3 and 5 today and Saturday. So if you want a late lunch, early dinner for graduation, you can still get on into Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. Just go to Open Table. They have you'll see those reservations available on Open Table today and tomorrow between 3 and 5 over at Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. It's Supper Club. And if you don't go to Supper Club, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
A perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Cost your team 4 points.
I think you can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
One of the biggest artists on our planet. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do like some of his songs. Drake, in his new album, was just informed that he shouted out the General, Will Wade,
Yes.
in his new song.
So the quote is, Will Wade knew what it was before the business got public. Now the same ones judging got to scramble just to fund it. Drake shouts out Will Wade on his new album, Iceman.
Question. If they cut the video and Will Wade is in the video, is that major street cred for the LSU Tigers basketball team?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have a follow-up. I think internet, actually it's college basketball content on Twitter, needs to kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Because somebody asked Grok, which is Twitter's AI, if that was real. And Grok has informed us, no, it's not real.
It's not real.
Drake dropped Iceman today, but there's no lyric or any mention of Will Wade on the album. The post just paired the Iceman album art with a pic of Wade for the meme.
Oh,
So we had a hug,
shit.
and now we have a kick rock.
That would be so good. But think about that though. I mean, what better that needs to happen. We need to get the General shouted out.
You know who loves the General? Erica Moscona.
Oh yeah.
I mean, #1 fan of the General. Loves the General.
What other coaches does she love? She loves Lane.
Oh yeah. But Erica, so you saw the thing about the Supper Club dinner?
Yeah.
With Will Wade?
Yeah.
Erica sends me the link. She goes, cough, cough, like, can we go? I said, it's $3,500 a head.
Yeah, no.
I can get you to meet Will Wade without spending $3,500 to take you to go meet Will Wade at supper. I just take you to Supper Club. We have dinner.
And then we'll go. And then after that,
I'll bring you to go meet Will Wade.
We'll go meet Will Wade. Oh, she's the best.
She loves it. She doesn't know a lick about basketball. She just thinks he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, because he's fiery. He's like, to say it plainly, Will Wade's kind of a contradiction, right? He's kind of like, I mean, he's a normal looking white guy who's got so much edge, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, no,
She loves that.
He's good.
I know.
Oh yeah, a ton of rain this past week. And I tell you, you traverse this road quite a bit as well on Highland Road.
Yeah.
Man, we got the drainage situation on Highland Road. This is going to be a problem. Like I'm just saying, like I know it was wet and we got a lot of rain real fast and all that stuff. But we got to figure something out.
The baseball fields on the lower side of Highland Road Park are still flooded. I passed them today. I was going to, by the way, shout out to Court Stable. We had a little Catholic house.
I went.
Today?
No, the other day. I love it.
Food's great over there.
Great atmosphere, great vibe.
Shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy Fernandez did the menu. We had a little mini Catholic High 2000 class reunion lunch. A lot of the guys try to get together and have lunch every so often.
That's cool.
So did that today. We did it at Court Table. It's great.
And listen, guys, last thing, I got to give a hug. My guy's done it again. Glenn Leday.
Glenn.
My boy Glenn Leday at LADOTD has done it again. Oh, my gosh. The I-10 widening efforts over here on College Drive. The flyover. The signage that's been added by Glenn and the crew at DOTD is just impeccable. And then, listen, the Washington Street closure is something that just does not get the publicity it should. Glenn, keep up the good work, man. You're doing great out there. Thank you so much. DOTD, shout out. You guys are the best.
Poor Glenn.
Giving the DOTD director shout out.
Listen, man. He's doing his thing.
Shout out,
look,
Glenn.
credit where credit's due.
Oh, I saw who's your guy who runs Blue Bayou?
Glenn Haggerty.
Glenn Haggerty.
Yeah.
Another Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
Yeah.
I saw Glenn Haggerty this morning.
Okay.
He was on TuneIn. So I go cold plunge, then I go get ready. So I go in the bathroom. Erica's getting ready. She always has TuneIn on, and so she's watching TuneIn. And Abigail, the reporter, was at Blue Bayou interviewing Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
He's a guy.
Announcing the reopening of Blue Bayou. I said, well, I know someone who's fired up about this.
So fired. I had an on-site visit over at Blue Bayou. Me and Glenn had an on-site visit. I walked the grounds.
Poor Glenn.
Listen, I don't know how involved I want to be in this whole deal. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I told Glenn, listen, I'm your guy. Okay?
Poor Glenn.
If you want this thing to pop, I'm your guy, and I'm just excited.
Glenn Leday?
No, this is Haggerty.
Glenn Haggerty.
This is Haggerty.
Different Glenn.
Different Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
Yeah. I will tell. I can share this with the people.
Okay.
It's going to take some time to get this thing dialed in the way that we want it.
We got some breaking news here? Is this breaking news? Is this breaking news?
The entire exterior.
Wait. We got a little breaking news here.
Yeah.
We got a little breaking news.
The entire exterior of the park.
Yeah.
We're looking at about a 6 to 8 month cleanup. Not trying to throw the former ownership under the bus at all.
Throw him.
But what Glenn does, when Glenn gets involved in things, he does it the right way. Okay? And so you guys are also going to notice that the life vests are out there on their stands right now. We've got new life vests ordered for the entire park.
I'm not going to notice because I'm never stepping foot inside of that one.
Well, if you just look when you're driving down
I'm not.
You'll see them.
I won't. You will. I won't.
Well, I will partake.
I know you.
Yeah.
I will not.
Got my season pass.
I don't doubt that.
And we changed the pricing structure a little bit over there at Blue Bayou as well. Just to let everybody know.
It's after further review. Stay here.
AFR.
If you want to feel your best, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness can help you do it. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com. Yes, they do ED treatments. That's part of what they do. It's not all they do. Hormone replacement therapy, peptides. You want to feel your best inside out, they can help. Listen, it's this easy. You've heard me talk about HRT for years. It doesn't matter what your biological age is. It's more about how you feel. And the truth is, it is a gradual decline with how our bodies produce, as we age, less of the hormones that contribute to how we feel. So every single one of us, as we age, we'll have less testosterone. Our body produces less testosterone. So you want to get to healthy, normal levels so you feel like you did when you were younger? It's easy. Simple blood tests, let you know what your level is. They can safely, affordably supplement you to get you to healthy levels. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com. Lowest prices, never any contracts. They pick up your blood labs, by the way, also. So it's time to switch. YourGoodwood.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
I think I counted in the first 9 guys, we got 5 or 6 guys to 2 strikes and did not record an out. And that tells you everything you needed.
First 3 guys reached against Lockenmeyer in game 1, and then the 4th guy cleared the bases. Tigers are down 4-0 in a blink. To LSU's credit, man, they fought. A 3 spot in the 3rd, pulled within 6-3. Cerna homered. Milam homered. They didn't give up, man. No. But I thought the story really was Reagan Ricken. He's really struggled to find the strike zone a lot this year, but he's outstanding last night. Yep. Gave you 4 innings, and you needed someone who can give you a little bit of length there, and Ricken did. It's encouraging when you think about next year. I know we keep talking about next year, but LSU was effectively they're punting this Florida series. You hate to say it that way, but this is going to be. DJ Primo pitched last night. It's the first time he's pitched since the midweek game against Southern. Mm-hmm. It has not been on the mounds since the midweek game against Southern. So they're making it through to try to give themselves the best opportunity next week. However that may look in Hoover, but it'll start with Schmidt. So tonight, Paz will go against Florida. Theriot's getting out of here after the top of the hour. So if you want to get your questions, we're going to do Ask Ryan here in about 10 minutes. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, or text us. What's been your impressions of Paz? Who's going to get the ball tonight?
I mean, I'm very encouraged. I think that he attacks the hitters. You see that progression from I watched him a little bit this fall, not a whole lot, but then seen him a lot more this spring, and he's got some opportunities because of some injuries. I definitely think that he could be one of those guys that we look back in a year or two and go, man, he's really come a long way. I'm not sure that he's a starter, I think.
Why?
I think you hand him the ball and say throw it as hard as you can for 1 inning or 2 innings. I think he's really, really effective. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's doing what he has to do this year to help this team and get on the field and pitch. But just for me, at the next level especially, I think he's one of those guys that,
All right, let me interject. I'm not talking about the next level. Should we talk about Alex Lang, who we always talked about, max effort guys, right? Lang is a big league reliever, but he was a plus college starting pitcher. So I may agree with you. Paz may project as a reliever at the next level. I don't really care about that. What's he going to do at LSU?
Yeah, you mentioned Lang. What he doesn't have is the breaking ball that Alex Lang had. He doesn't have that swing and miss, that, oh my gosh, have guys swinging at balls in the dirt and just automatic punch-out pitch. But he attacks hitters, attacks the zone. To me, he's progressively gotten better and better since he's been out. He had a couple interesting games. But I like the kid. I think he's good, man. I do. You're asking – a lot of these guys, man, it's Paz, but there's a ton of them on this team. Arms especially. It's the longest they've ever played.
Yeah.
Like it's the most high leverage pitches that they've ever thrown in their lives, but also it's the longest like real game. Now, travel ball they play a bunch and all that, but those games don't matter. Like they're not high leverage pitches. It's almost like bullpens. You got a bunch of scouts in the stands. You're just trying to see how hard you can throw. This is different, man. They're throwing pitches with intent. So, to say he's still out there grinding like he is, man, says a lot.
They'll throw Paz tonight. And then it'll be Cowan in Game 3, but it's all setting up for next week. The one thing that's true, and Jay, Muse, can you play forward? This was Jay after the game on the offense, which, look, I mean, they faced Aiden King last night from Florida, who I know you probably don't watch a ton of Florida baseball, but he's an SEC Pitcher of the Year candidate. They touched him up for 8 hits, which is the most he'd given up. Mm-hmm. They chased him after 5 1/3. So they fared really well against one of the best arms in the SEC. This was Jay after the game.
You look at it on the surface and go, great night on offense, 8 runs and 12 hits. And 3 of those guys that we faced are going to the major leagues. So I liked some of the at-bats, but, we did have first and second, nobody out, and did not score. We had a runner at second and no outs and did not score. We had second and third, no outs, and then 9th, and it took to the 3rd guy to get both those guys in. So we can be better. And obviously, I think 8 runs should win at LSU in this league, but they're good too, man. And we're struggling. I think I counted like 12 walks, hit by pitch or 2, and 2 or 3 wild pitch pass balls. I don't want to say we gave it to them because I think you have to earn your walks, but we gave them a lot tonight.
You did, but I would say also that if you threw Schmidt tonight and you scored 8 runs or less, you're probably winning that game.
Yeah,
but you're looking bigger picture. Like even if you would have swept this weekend, nothing short of winning the SEC tournament's getting you into regional. So, you have to think about regionals. What do you think about the offense? Or what do you think about the offense?
I think the offense has done great. I mean, I think ever since, Jay's inserted the babies and said, you guys go out there and do your thing, you've seen a different feel in this offense. You've seen much more competitive at-bats. And then, ultimately, you've seen a guy that we touched on earlier in Stephen Milam be the guy that we wanted him to be. You don't realize how important those linchpin type players are to your lineup and everybody else's confidence around them when they're not doing great, And look, 8 runs off of that guy. They've done this a few times. I think it was at the Ole Miss series where they had one of the series they had a couple really good arms, and we touched them up both times. I mean, it's the same story. This team can hit, and Jake Brown's not even in the lineup. I mean, your perceived best hitter isn't even there. So the offense has been great. I mean, I don't think that's ever been an issue. I'm actually extremely encouraged because you've got the nucleus of 4 freshmen and a sophomore, that are all contributing and doing awesome.
Well, I will say there was a point in the season when the offense was absolutely – Muse and I were talking about this after the show last week, and he pointed out rightly, that the Oklahoma series, you gave up 9 runs across 3 games and lost the series.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you scored 8 last night and lost the game. You know what I mean? Like, this is just one of those seasons where you're going to look back, and it's just the nature of it. When you have a year – where you're going to miss the postseason, you're naturally going to look at where your missed opportunities were.
Oh, yeah.
Getting walked off against Vanderbilt, like we just talked about the Oklahoma series, where you could have swept that series at home. You could have. Instead, you lost the series. You mentioned Ole Miss. Certainly, each of the Mississippi State games, you led by multiple runs in each of those games. You got swept. I mean, it's 8 games we just talked about. It's 8 games. Split the difference. Get 4 of them. You're already in regionals. So I'm not saying you're not hosting, but you're playing in the postseason.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So the margin is what it is. But you said the babies, and here's what I'll tell you that is reason to be excited. Mason Braun has played in 49 games with 33 starts. Omar Cerna has played in 48 games with 39 starts. Jack Rucker's played in 36 with 15 starts. And William Patrick's played in 31 with 11 starts. Bottom line is Aaron Beatty, obviously, but he's started 47 times this year. He's more experienced. But the point being is, all those guys, they ain't babies no more.
No.
They didn't, it's not like they started, that playing time was midweeks or pre-conference against Sac State. That's coming in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
They've seen it. They've been on the road at Mississippi at Duty Noble in front of 15,000 people on Super Bulldog weekend. That ain't going to surprise them next year.
No.
I mean, we don't want to talk about next year, but you look for the positives. Well, there it is.
Look, my freshman year, we played Mississippi State. I'll never forget it. I dropped a fly ball. I was playing second base. I dropped a fly ball.
Idiot!
Legitimately, hit my glove.
Oh, man, you stink!
It hit my glove and fell out of my glove, okay? And they had an old fat dude that was barbecuing down the right field line wearing overalls, fires a boot on the field, and it almost hits me. And I go to pick it up to throw it, and he's got a string on it, and he's just pulling it a little bit every time I would go after the boot. That's a true story. Yeah.
This is why we needed every game on TV then.
Yeah.
The things that can't happen anymore right now. Hey, we're brought to you by Shaw Bills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. We're going to break, and we're going to we'll get to Ask Ryan in a second. But remember, ShawBillsTire.com, name brand tires at wholesale prices. Get online, shop tires online. I tell you every day, you want to buy the best tires on the road at the cheapest price possible. That's what they do over at Shaw Bills. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. You go to the website, hit the promotions tab at the top of the page. You'll see all of the specials on the best tires on the road, how they combine their in-house offer with the manufacturer's offer. You get all the deets right there at ShawBillsTire.com. And remember, if you need your oil change, your tire rotate, maybe the check engine light's on, brakes are squeaking, whatever you got going on, Shaw Bills can help you out. Get your vehicle, your whip, as Theriot might say, running right for the summer before you take that summer vacation. ShawBillsTire.com. Shaw Bills, where we keep you rolling. All right, y'all, it's after further review. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got one more segment with Theriot. Let's knock out this break. When we come back, we'll do Ask Ryan. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, or text 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400, or you could text the station at 499-1045, 499-1045. We'll wrap up hour number 1 next. It's AFR.
After further review.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential. Think real estate. Think Darren James. Agent225.com. That's the website. Agent225.com. Hey, one thing I would strongly encourage you, if you're thinking about buying a home or selling your home, you got to know what your home's worth, right? Or maybe you're curious what your home's worth because you haven't had it appraised in a while. Well, if you go to agent225.com, that's Darren's website, agent225.com, there's a tool right there on the homepage that says Home Value. It's bottom right on desktop, or just scroll down if you're on mobile. Just go to agent225.com, hit the Home Value tool. All you got to do is just punch in your address and then hit search, and it'll use local market data to tell you what your home is worth right now. It's totally free to do. So it's not like one of the national sites that's pulling, large-scale arbitrary numbers. It's using local data. So do it right now at agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
All right, wrapping up hour number 1. Do ask Ryan. Theriot's got to get on out of here. He's heading over to the box. See you over there later.
Saw him at lunch today. Fired up. Can't wait, bro.
Can I get some claps?
I like that's my favorite one.
LSU!
They had some poser trying to do it the other day. It just didn't have the same.
You
should
do it. All right, get your questions in. Theriot, email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Oh. Can we show Georgia's track pictures?
Yeah, we can. Thanks.
There you go. You pull that up, Taylor? There's Georgia Theriot.
Look at G.
How about it?
Check her out. Atta girl, George.
In the track uni. Now, I do have a question. There's one in here. Hang on. There's one in here. John posted all these, by the way. There's John.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Where's the one? Wait, there's one I wanted to see. There it is. Oh, there y'all are.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like the throne. I thought that they used for gymnastics. Or do all sports use that?
I think all sports. This was done in Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
And they had all kind of cool props.
In the brand.
Yeah, they had a lot of yeah.
That's the second floor in South Stadium. That's where they call it the brand. That's where they do all the photo shoots and everything.
They had all kind of props. Like, I actually had a pretty good time walking around and looking at all the stuff.
Look at that. Yeah. Old Theriot's.
Yeah, man. How about that?
Macy and Georgia Theriot running track for LSU next year.
Isn't that cool?
Love that, man. That's awesome. Good for them. Fired up. All right, Craig asked Ryan. With baseball having an off year, football starting over, and Drake mentioning Will Wade on his new album, is it safe to say we're a basketball school now?
Yeah, we're back, bro. We're back.
Except Craig, again, Grok confirmed. Will Wade is not mentioned in the album. That was an erroneous tweet. Thomas asked Ryan, did you get any lemon cookies?
No, I don't have any lemon cookies.
Erica makes lemon cookies. They're fire. She used to only make them for T-Bob, for whiskey and wine. And I hounded her for more than a year. She finally started making them, and they're awesome. She makes them, and then I eat them all in like one sitting. And as much as I know you love sweets, even if you don't like it, I don't love lemon stuff. I'm just telling you, these are fire. It's unbelievable.
Come on, E-Rock. Hook me up.
Craig Alema asked Ryan, will this season be a worry moving forward or an outlier in your opinion?
No, I mean, I think this is going to be more normal than it has been in the past, for sure. I mean, it's...
Missing the postseason?
Up and down. I mean, you're not going to have the recruiting and guys sticking around for 5 years. It just doesn't. I mean, that's the nature of the game now.
You can't miss the postseason.
No, you can't miss postseason, but...
Chris, ask Ryan, hey, Ryan, how about the Cardinals? You see a playoff run for him this year?
Cardinals are looking good. I love JJ, the rookie. Yeah, I do see a playoff run.
Clayton said, hey, Ryan, odd fact, I went to Bel Air but used to DJ all the Broadmoor house parties.
Man, some good times. Good old times.
You had some good times at the house parties?
Oh, yeah.
Whose house did y'all party at?
Didn't matter. Everybody's. Yeah, it didn't matter. Just partying, bro.
Hey, I don't know if you heard, but Parrish Construction and Roofing was named the best roofing company in the best of Baton Rouge.
I did hear that. Word on the street. Shout out.
Is that good?
It's really good. It means you're the best roofing company in the area, like in the city. So, yeah, it's...
And didn't we win Best of Ascension as well?
And we won Best of Ascension. So that means Baton Rouge plus Ascension, Parrish is the best roofing company. Well, at least that's what all the voters think. So, yeah, it's great, actually.
My bad. ParrishBuilt.com, ParrishBuilt.com, ParrishBuilt.com. Do business with someone you know, Parrish Construction and Roofing. Tigers going to win tonight?
Yeah, they're going to win. Well, no, I don't know. They might not win. I want them to win. Let me say that. I want them to win. I don't know if they will, though.
All right, Theriot's got to go. I'll see you at the box after the show. We're coming back for hour number 2. Stick around. It's AFR.
After further review.
Right about Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Hey, the 4-day sale is going on at Rouse's right now. They got this posted up at all their social media. You can go to Rouse's.com to learn more as well. Ooh, they're doing bourbon baskets.
I like that. That tastes good.
Home of Mandeville, Metairie, Marrero, Gretna, Ponchatoula, Baton Rouge, Zachary, Gonzales, Lake Charles, Lafayette. Oh, my God. Only 25 available.
25 baskets?
Yeah, man. When they do their allocations, it's such a good idea. There's always a line, but they're doing tickets. Anyway, I got to go. I got to go get tickets at Rouse's. Anyway, 4-day sale is going on right now through Sunday. Save big on basically everything in the store at Rouse's. They only do this every so often, but it's a big 4-day sale. Get all the deets on social media. They got the big post at their Facebook, or you can go to the website, look at the weekly ad on the website, and you can see it. 4-day sale, big savings throughout the store through Sunday. Rouse's, this feels like home.